iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here, race fans, tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. It is the Maine Sim Racing Series. Wait, it's not Wednesday night. You're right, race fans, it is not. We are here with a special show here tonight brought to us by our friends over at Yankee Communications. Tonight's race is a little bit different as you see cars out onto the speedway here. They are currently here in a qualifying session at the Daytona International Speedway. It is the home to where every season begins in NASCAR, whether it's the ARCA machines, the Gander Outdoor Truck Series, the Xfinity cars, or the NASCAR Cup Series. Tonight, all these drivers fighting for maybe a chance to one day head to the high banks of the Daytona International Speedway to wheel and deal behind the wheel of one of these behemoths. 550 horsepower package will be used here tonight during this race. It is the Gen 6 Cup car that they are driving. A lot of these drivers are used to driving short tracks, and, well, we're going to see tonight who can tame this 2.5-mile speedway and end up right there in Gatorade Victory Lane. Tonight, race fans, we welcome you here. It's going to be a little bit of a special one. For myself, this is Muth up here in the booth tonight. We are not very familiar with the Maine Sim Racers, as usually it is Al Smith that is behind the microphone and bringing you all the great camera shots on a Wednesday evening. So race fans, bear with us tonight as we do get ready to go racing here. A lot of new names, a lot of new faces that we are unfamiliar with, so we're just going to forewarn you, we will butcher a name or two here tonight at Daytona. Currently, these drivers are in qualifying. Alan Grass currently has the top spot here as he had it on lap number 1. Tonight's race, though, is for the Maine Racers, and, well, they're not the only ones part of this. Of course, we got to thank our friends over at Yankee Communications. Of course, them being on board here tonight at the Daytona International Speedway. And, of course, Mainly Douglas Heating and Air also coming on board here tonight. We got to thank everybody behind the scenes. Of course, Sean Kimball being race control and racing here tonight. He is the head of the Maine Sim Racing Series. Race fans, and if it wouldn't be for all of you tuning in here tonight to watch this show here on the iRacing.com platform right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, well, we wouldn't be here. So our hats do go out to you for tuning in here tonight. We hope you are all well. It is starting to snow again once again here in the Northeast. We're located tonight in our Pennsylvania studios, virtually, of course. So I know a lot of our viewers tuning in from the New England area and up north even farther. So we hope you're staying warm as we are staying warm here tonight. That is for sure here at the virtual Daytona International Speedway. About a minute left here before we take to the starting lineup, and last count, I believe it was 34 cars that have registered into tonight's race. Times are starting to percolate on our timing and scoring sheets. Currently, 29-30 drivers actually have taken a qualifying attempt here tonight at Daytona. So we're about to set the lineup. Let us know tonight here in chat who is your favorite driver out of the Maine Sim Racing Series. Drivers tonight. A lot of drivers tuning in here. And our sponsors, of course, Yankees Communication and Blanchard's Towing, and mainly Douglas. A couple of them guys are actually down here right in the, we'll call it the Florida area. A lot of them down at New Smyrna, having some short track racing fun. We absolutely love short track, and that's kind of the grassroots of racing. So we do love our short track racing. But tonight, qualifying is in the books. You see it. Cars are going to start to get ready to go racing tonight. It will be 36 drivers. And this is how they will line up here tonight at the Daytona International Speedway. This is your starting lineup brought to us by Yankee Communications. Starting on P number 1, driving the number 113, this is Brad Mayer. Starting his outside, driving the number 51 here tonight at Daytona will be Chris York. Starting in P number 3, starting in the inside of row number 2, driving the 03, this is Travis Puletto. Driving the number this is the 46 entry actually out of New England, this is Chris Downing. Starting in the 5th position, driving the 08 tonight, this is Alan Grass. Starting position number 6, driving the number 25, this is Barry Bolin. Starting in position number 7, driving the number 92, this is Kyle Mooney. Starting in the 8th position, driving the number 71 here tonight on our timing and scoring charts, this will be Alex Moore. Starting in tonight's position number 9, driving the 012 machine, that's the 012 of Devin Landry. Starting in position number 10, driving the number 39 here tonight, it's the iRacing veteran of Max Cookson. Starting in position number 11, driving the 83, this is Adam Joshua. Starting in position number 12, driving the 025 entry, this is Eric Emery. Starting in 13th here tonight, driving the number 41. We're going to butcher this name all night long here, race fans, I believe, and we're going to see if we can get it pronounced correctly. This is Mario O'Conley. Chris 40 here in the number 23 will roll off 14th here tonight. Starting 15th will be Shane Lake in the 08. Nick Dyer in the 188 will roll off 16th here. Starting 14th, it'll be Ryan Kingston. Starting 18th, Landon Tapley in the number 725 entry. Matthew Bourgogne will go in the 3 car tonight, starting in the 19th position. Jordan Harnish will drive the 02, and he'll start 20th. 21st will go to Brandon Varney in the number 1. Chris Boober will go 22nd. 23rd here tonight will be Jalbert in the 04, starting in the 24th position. It'll be Smith in the number 8. Jason Ricker in the number 9 will roll off 25th. 26th will go to the 949. Bryson Parrott right there. 27th will go to Evan Roy. It'll be Caleb Willett in the number 60. Ashton Burgess in the number 43. Gilly in the 93. Murray in the 72. And Sean Kimball starting back there also. A couple drivers tonight did not take to the grid. We'll see if we can get a full line of that coming up here in just a little bit. Cars are on the speedway, race fans. I hope you're ready to go racing here at the Daytona International Speedway. 100 laps will be the distance here for the Maine Sim Racing Series. Tonight, it is the Yankees Communication 250. There you see it. Everybody getting ready to go. Does look like 33 cars have taken to our grid here tonight. Ricker, Burgoyne will both miss the grid. It looks like Cookson has not pulled his car out of the garage, so it might be a no start for Matt Cookson. iRacing pace car is down and away here tonight. Race fans, are you ready to go racing? Green flag is in the air. There you see your race leader, Brad, in the number 113 entry. Will lead him down the back straightaway for the first time here tonight. Will he be able to hang on to it? He's got Downing right there in his rear view mirror. Everybody bobbing and weaving right now. Cookson going to leave pit road a little bit late behind the drop of the green flag. Matthew Burgoyne also there, and Jason Ricker will also come out onto the speedway. One driver way up against that outside wall there. I believe that may have been Mooney. As they come through the tri-oval for the first time under race pace. One of them going to bob down to that inside. Believe that was the number 51 of Chris York. He had touched the inside there and kind of washed up the speedway. There you see that number 23. That is 40 here. He has actually hit the wall at one point. Three wide racing a little bit farther back. That's the 8 of Smith. There he came bobbing and weaving. He's one of those drivers that we were talking about. They just bought this car here tonight to come race in this race here at Daytona. Does not have a ton of laps here in this car or on this speedway, but is here to give it a shot tonight at Daytona. Right now as they come back across the line. Mayer still out front in his number 113. Here comes the number 71, though, of Alex Moore. He's making the outside work for him. He'll go down right now into turn number 1 and 2. He'll be scored as our fourth place machine, now scored into position number 3. And he's making it all happen on the outside. Something we may not have touched on here tonight, and that is that this track is the 2008 version of the Daytona International Speedway. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you're a race fan tuning in here and you're not familiar with the iRacing.com platform, that means that this is the old configuration. Think back to the mid-2000s. Yes, that's back when Dale Earnhardt Jr. had won a slew of races here at Daytona. Well, that means that this track is bumpy. Bump drafting tonight is going to be something that we will see. Yes, we will see it, but the problem is, as it is going to be one heck of a ride if you get a bump in the wrong spot. See how bumpy it is as we go on board with our Yankee Communication onboard camera. Number 46, Chris Downing, going to get a great run down the back straightaway. Will he be able to make a pass to the outside? He's going to get a little help. There's that 71. Alex Moore going to push him. So it'll be side by side, doubled up for the first 6 positions here tonight. They're screaming off on turn number 4. It'll be to come to the completion of lap number 4. New race leader, Chris Downing, going to lead. Everybody bobbing and weaving. That's number 51 of York. One of them into the outside wall. Alex Moore going to go up, slam the outside wall, 4 wide. He holds it right up against the wall. So Moore is going to lose a ton of... Oh, big crash down the back straightaway. Everybody scattering. Big crash down the back straightaway. There goes the 8 spinning to the inside wall. Big problems here on lap number 5 tonight. As the yellow flag will come out. Bunch of drivers involved here. There's a car that was towards the front. It's the SimCube 113 entry. Brad Mayer involved in this incident. He was one of our race leaders. So the first part of this incident did not bring out the caution flag when Alex Moore went up into the outside wall. He held it up against the outside wall, lost tons of positions, and then it all happened towards the front of the field. Let's go back and see if we can find it on our Turn 3 Racing replay. Oh, there you see the 725 entry. There's the 113. There's the 9. Hard impact. I believe that was for the number 25 of Barry Poland. There's Barry sitting with his Havley number 25. Hard impact. Landon Tapley also involved. He is sitting right there. Right on board here with Tapley. Had a run, went to go take it to the outside, and unfortunately, getting tangled with another car. Hard impact to that inside wall. From over top there, you see the run that he had to the outside. I believe that was Jailbert, Tyler Jailbert, who was involved also. So a bunch of front-running cars here getting together, causing this caution flag here tonight at the Daytona International Speedway for the first time in our Yankee Communications 250-mile. It's a 100-lap race here tonight, and there is your race leader right now. Checkers or wreckers number 51. It's 46 for all you race fans tuning in here tonight. See if we can get the truck to pop that back up. There they go. They were whispering in the ear that they didn't have the timing and scoring up, and there it is for all you race fans. First caution flag here of the evening. So a good race so far here tonight at the Daytona International Speedway. It was going to be one of those hit or miss ball games. You always come here to the Daytona International Speedway and you question it. Is it going to be a good race? Is it going to be a bad race? Daytona can go one way or the other, and I've had a couple, and everybody knows, you know, when you come here to Daytona, it could be kind of an in the middle. A couple cautions early, maybe a couple cautions late. If we ever get to that, dreadful. I say dreadful because a lot of these drivers are not familiar with this aspect of oval racing, and that is live green flag pit stops. For the drivers that do race on the larger ovals, you know, miles to 1.5 miles, 2 mile, 2.5 mile tracks like here at Daytona, they may have had some practice making those green flag pit stops, but a lot of drivers have not. They're unfamiliar with it. Looks like the iRacing.com pace car lights will go out, so we're getting ready to turn them back loose. We're doubling them back up here 2 by 2. Get them back into the formation tonight so we can go racing. Downing, Smith, Grass, Berber, York, Jalbert, Varney, your top 7 drivers here. But we understand that our race chat for some reason is not working. Our truck is diligently working on that to see if they can get that back up and working for all you race fans here tonight that are tuning in live over here on our YouTube side of things or our Facebook Live side. So we'll work diligently behind the scenes here to see if we can get that back up and working for all you race fans tuning in here tonight to watch the Maine Sim Racers. You know, we got to thank another one of our sponsors here tonight, mainly Ductless Heating and Air. You can find their number at the top of our screen here. You can dial them up if you're having some heating or air conditioning problems. Right now, it would be mainly heating problems. You can find them at 857-526-5443. Remember, that is mainly ductless and heating. Heating and air, I should say. So we're coming out of turn number 4 this time by, and we're going to let them loose once again. Let's see, race fans, for tuning in here tonight. Give me a check bump here, and let's see if we got this all sorted back out as the iRacing.com pace car is in. The green flag is back up, and we're racing once again here at Daytona. Downing going to get one heck of a jump. One of them down onto the apron there, coming through the tri-oval. The 08 not getting up to speed. I believe that is the 08. We don't have an 08 on our timing and scoring sheet, so we got to see if we can figure out who that actually is. I believe that might be actually being shown. That is an 08. That is Alan Grass, and he's going to get turned down the back straightaway. I believe that might have been the 31 getting involved also down the back straightaway. So back-to-back caution flags here tonight. Unfortunate there for Grass, who had one of the faster times in our practice session here in the early on. When we were out there we had about a half-hour practice for drivers to go out there and get themselves very familiar with each other here at the Daytona International Speedway. We already touched on multiple times of how these drivers are pretty much short track drivers. So with that being caution flag number 2 here this evening, we'll see if we can get the truck to cue that back up and see what all happened there. We watched it live going down the back straightaway. Well, let's give it another look. Here's the onboard footage here. Here you see the 72, and next thing you know, Grass off into the wall, and that's not a sight you want to see as all those cars coming at you. There you see the 08 to the outside. There you see that 72. He makes contact with the 41. 41 of Mario coming on through there. Trying to get a cue on who's actually driving the number 72 here tonight. Looks like the 02 of Harnish is involved also there in the Dogecoin machine. He's sitting sideways on the back straightaway. So drivers involved here in this wreck do include Jordan Harnish, Aiden Murray, Alan Grass, Scott Tapley is involved, Kingston is involved. Jocelyn also getting a little piece of this. Nick Dyer, Ashton Burgess, all drivers involved here in our second caution flag of the evening. A couple drivers still electing to stay out here tonight. That is Downing, he's still out there. York is still out there. Willett is also. Willett? Is it Willett or Willett? Not quite sure here. See if we can get a confirmation. Couple drivers that are down on pit road, though. Travis Poulet. Gilly's down. Grass looks like he's also down to try and get some damages fixed to his 08 to see if he can come back out. Looks like Max Cookson is also down there. Remember, he had to start from pit road here tonight, so he has had himself a hole to try and dig out of tonight. Still currently sitting down on pit road. We did not see him get involved in that wreck, as you see his number 39 sitting down on pit road. Cookson last season being able to head down to the Myrtle Beach Speedway in South Carolina, getting to test a late model down there for being a champion. I believe that was the Ignite champion. I don't have my notes right in front of me here from those events. I'm being told it is Willett, I believe, for the driver of this number 60 here. He has started way back into the field, started outside the top 25 here tonight. He started back into the 27th position. He has moved himself up, now sitting in a comfortable 3rd position currently here with 11 laps officially in the books tonight. So we'll see if he can come up here and lead a lap. As you do see once again, the iRacing.com pace car lights are off, and they are assembled 2x2 as they come down the back straightaway. Looks like Alan Grass is still sitting on pit road trying to get damages fixed on his 08 entry. Tapley also down there. Looks like Brad Mayer has called it a night after leading with his number 113 entry. He is already behind the pit wall. Getting ready to go back racing. Burgess trying to clear her out so he can get a good start here. Downing trying to show him how to come up through the gears here. Let's ride on board. Hits fourth gear while entering turn number 1. See if he can hold on to the race lead. Go down the back straightaway. One car down on the bottom side of the speedway. That is Landon Tapley. He's going to come back out in the 725. See if he can pick up a couple more spots. A couple drivers you see down there actually trying to get out of the way. That is Ben Burgess. He's down there in that yellow machine. He's going to tag the back of the field with number 70 Toyota Camry. Everybody right now has themselves. Oh, one of them going to shoot down to the infield. That is Eric Emery in the Gatorade. Number 025 entry. He's having himself a little connection issues here with iRacing. First lap back to Green Flag Racing, though. Downing will lead us across the start-finish line. Willett is back here running in P number 2. Mooney is still running there in 4th. Corey Burber is sitting right there in position 4. Yorker is falling back to the 5th spot. Roy, Jalbert, and Verney right here in the top battles. This will be the completion of lap number 14 when they do come back around here. That 51 looking pretty stout out front. Caleb Lowe brings the Monster Energy entry to the outside. Will he be able to lead at the line? No, it will be Downing once again leading that lap. Everybody pretty much spread themselves apart here. We got what looks like a 6-7 car breakaway at the front of this field, and then Harnish back there is pulling Mario and Varney, and Dan's back there also. See that second group of cars right now? There's that Harnish Dogecoin entry. Remember, he was sitting sideways. Oh! One of them, that was Jocelyn. Little sideways. He held on to her. There's that number 1 of Varney, though, working the inside of the speedway. No nose on that Chevrolet here tonight. Gonna be a very hard one. Couple drivers back here that have let that pack really get away from them. This is Sean Kimball back here, the number 28 Coors Ford Mustang. There's the 93, Gilly also right there. Something maybe happening down the back straightaway here. Oh, the 60. Hard to the inside wall. Green flag does stay out for the time being. Willett turned around. Let's go back. Let's see it. Big bump by the 51. Gonna turn the 60 and hard driver side impact with that number 60. He does get it turned back around, and he'll come back out onto the track, but his night looks like it may be over as the caution flag has come out now. Looks like Kyle Mooney has had an issue. There you see him. He's already back into pit road. Chris Yorker, Kyle Mooney, looks like they were involved in this one. See the 92 going for a little bit of a spin. That's Kyle Mooney right there. See if we can catch a little more of this. What happened? There's the 51 into the 12, and Mooney up the track into the 13. There's the 41 coming through the Dogecoin entry. Harnish gonna hit the hooks, and he misses all of this. Right on board. This is with Mooney. So a couple cars wrapped up here. Caution flag number 3 has flown here tonight. A couple drivers going to take a little bit of the chance here to come to pit road. It's going to kind of shake the standings up a little bit. We'll get the truck to put that back up here in just a couple of seconds for all you race fans, but hope you're enjoying tonight's show here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. You were watching the Maine Sim Racing Series. Tonight's race is presented to us by Yankee Communications, alongside partnering with mainly Duckless and Blanchard's Towing. Race fans, are you stuck? Do you need a tow out? Call Blanchard's Towing today. So this caution flag, Yorker, Willette, Mooney, all involved, getting the brunt of this one. Remember, we talked at the top of the show here tonight at Daytona that these drivers really are mainly short track drivers. But, well, if you can wheel a short track machine, you should be able to wheel anything. That's what they said. That's what they told me. Tonight, we've seen some good driving and seen a couple cars get away from some drivers, but that's to be expected. Nonetheless, it's going to come down to who can survive this one. No fast repairs here tonight at Daytona for these drivers, so if you get wrapped up in a wreck like we have seen tonight, unfortunately, it's probably going to be the end of your race to that 100-lapper. Getting close to the end of this one. I'm just kidding. I'm watching the Xfinity race over here. While doing this, we're multitasking here. Lights on the iRacing pace car go out. I'm going to give a big spoiler for all you race fans. Austin Cindric just came across the start-finish line down at the real Daytona International Speedway to pick up his Xfinity win. Moffitt was second with Harrison Burton third. Who will come across the start-finish line first here tonight? What about Tyler out there representing that Yingling 04 entry? The Yingling Brewing Company, their headquarters, their main facility, not too far away from our main location here in Pennsylvania for our Turn 3 Racing Network studios, just right up the road by about a half hour. Living 31 years here in this area, and I have never been to that Yingling Brewery. I do have a beautiful picture of their facility back in the early, I believe it was 1947. It's hanging on my wall upstairs in the hallway. Some people, if you're tuning in from Midwest and down south, I don't believe you have Yingling in your stores, and we're sorry to hear that. I did hear a couple people in Maine, or not Maine, Michigan were able to find Yingling on the shelves this year, so it is at least getting out there. Getting ready to go back racing. The 04 Tyler Jalbert will start P1. Evan Roy will be 2. It looks like Jordan Harnish will be 3. Looks like Dan DeCento will start P4. Gilly is back there in 5th, and then it's Emery in 6th. iRacing pace car coming in this time by. It'll be 19 laps completed. Next time, one of them crashing under pace lap. One of them going to crash under the pace lap, and cars are sideways out there coming out of turn number 4. Green flag going to stay in the air for the time being. We'll race them down into turn number 1. A great start by Jalbert. He'll lead us into turn 1, but there is Jordan Harnish in the Dogecoin 02 Chevrolet. Tyler Gilly going to fall back into the 3rd position. Chris Downing, he just came to pit road under this caution flag. There he is. He's already coming back through the field. In no time, he's going to be right there battling side by side for the race lead as he takes P2 down the back straightaway, and he's all by himself. Now, finally, Tyler going to jump to the outside to give him some help. Drag race off turn number 4. Here they come for the start-finish line. Who will it be? Let's see. It looks like Downing going to go back to the point here at Daytona, and the field has split themselves. 4-car breakaway over Eric. Eric is right there, actually. He's blinking in and out, so call it a 5-car breakaway. Then it's Corey and Evan back here leading this second group of cars. And then about 4 seconds back, you find these 2 drivers. This is Jocelyn and Tapley. Side by side here is Parrott with that 949 entry. A lot of nose damage, a little bit of rear end damage. There's the 13 of Evan Roy. At one point, he started inside the top 5 in this restart. He's fallen back here just a little bit. He does have some nose damage on that Pete Ford. Out front, though, Chris leading this train. 20% of this one is officially in the books tonight. Couple drivers that are still out there that are maybe a little bit farther back. There you see, this is the number 23. Chris Fortier has some very torn up number 23 here tonight. So tonight will most likely not be his night, but you gotta keep on ticking, race fans. At Daytona, you just gotta be on the track at the end of this. There's that 03. It is the number 9 if you're seeing it on the screen, but if you're following along on the timing and scoring, this is the 23rd position here tonight. This is Travis in his 03 Mountain Dew machine. He's currently running 23rd. Started shotgun to the field, and there he is. Driving that number 39, Ford. Max Cookson. I totally just messed with all you race fans tuning in. It was Austin Cindric getting the W at Daytona. See, this is why you never listen to the guy up here calling the race, right? It's all about Chris Downing, though. He is our race leader. Your top drivers here have gone single file. They're just trying to turn some laps as they work upon the lap car. That's the Kyle Mooney machine. He'll stay down to the inside. Your front pack going to split and try to make their way around. They do. Looks like Mooney will just funnel back into... Well, right now he's running in the 26th position. It's not going to be his night. That car is very down on power. About 42 miles an hour difference going into turn number 1 from Downing all the way back there to Mooney. Watching this second pack right now, it's being led by Chris York. I'm trying to see who has the fastest time here. Are they starting to pick up some time? Bryson right now is back there trying to give a little bit of a push. There you see those two drivers. They worked around that slower machine down to the inside. Just sitting at the back of this group. That's the number 28 of Sean Kimball. There you see him in the Coors entry. Evan Roy is still continuing to drop through the field. There's the 41. Mario up against the outside wall. He just pinballed off it. He's sideways that time, and looks like he'll be able to gather it back up. Bryson, though, underneath. That number 51. Oh, almost contact out of turn number 4. Both drivers almost came together. Both drivers yanked on the steering wheel. Oh, a little push there into the corner. Dan with that Chevrolet going to get into the back of York. He had to lift. That's the 71 also right there coming into the picture. Alex Moore, remember, he was involved in the incident in the early stages with that crash with number 71. Race fans, we do got to thank you tonight for tuning in. As you see some issues there, it looks like the Tyler Gilly entry going in and out of our screen along with Eric Emery. Both drivers driving inside each other right now. Well, let's talk about that as you see them two drivers back there. Well, that is considered a connection issue. All these drivers are virtually racing here tonight at Daytona. They're either in their, well, in their basement, in their gaming room, in their kitchen, in their dining room, wherever they are racing from, they are in the comfort of their own home here tonight. And, well, their internet connection has to be sent out to the iRacing server. And then from the iRacing server, it has to go back to, well, whoever is on the other side of that. So if the connections aren't that stable, you will see that blinking issue on your screen here tonight. And right now, Emery and Gilly, who are right now running in the 5th and 6th position, have themselves just a little bit of a blinking issue as your leaders will come by here. It'll be 27 laps officially completed as we work lap number 28. I'm looking at our timing and scoring sheets and the notes that are being passed along to us here tonight. The driver of that 04 of Jalbert, he has yet to come to pit road. So, here on lap 28, how far can he stretch a tank of fuel? Estimations are 32 laps at max is the fuel run. So your leaders there right now have pulled out to call it about a 1.5 second lead over Gilly and Emery. And Jocelyn's back here running about 11 seconds back in his gridfinder.com entry. And you see that 83. Leading Parrott, York, Tapley back here also. Kimball still sitting there in the final spot on this draft pack. Another group of cars. It's Burgoyne, Ricker, Cookson, Dyer also is right here in the 188 entry. I believe that's the Bubba Wallace DoorDash entry. Big Ben in the Fury number 70 also hanging right there. Leaders mixing it up a little bit as they came through some of that lap traffic. Looks like that number 112 entry. Corey going to pick up P3. It's going to put Harnish back into P number 4 here. Well, what do you say, race fans? Let's turn it up a little bit here at Daytona. See what we can see. See what we can hear. Caution lights coming on here at Daytona. Being told Shane Lake had a little bit of an issue. Bringing out our caution flag. Let's see if we can go back here, race fans, and find as actually it may have been Mario having a little bit of an issue. Oh, there it is, the 13 and the 41 trying to hook up, and well, looks like they get turned sideways and gonna bring the caution flag out. That Ford Performance number 41 gonna go through the grass. And there you see Evan Roy. He was the other car involved. Let's see, there you see the bump draft just gone wrong down the straightaway. And around they go. Both Fords sustaining some good amount of damage. So that puts us under caution once again here tonight. Fourth caution flag of the night, about 15 laps away from the halfway point home here tonight at Daytona. And well, as we have a second here, we gotta pay a couple bills, so we'll be back here at Daytona with the Maine Sim Racing Series tonight, presented by Yankee Communications.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here just in time at Daytona to catch the green flag as we just cleaned up our 4th yellow of the evening. Chris Downing trying to get back to the point here tonight. Will he be able to take the race lead? One of them down to that apron there. That is Bryson Parrott in the number 949 entry. He has a little damage on the nose piece of that car. Just trying to hang on to her. There you see some good racing. Adam Jocelyn trying to take the race lead here. Working down to the inside. His car was all sorts of out of shape, but Downing will slam the door shut, so Adam Jocelyn not able to lead that lap. He's going to go up the track. Chris Downing is really putting a downing on Adam Jocelyn. Jocelyn going to go to the outside. Bryson's going to be out there. It looks like he's got some help on the outside. That's the 04. Jalbert also going to be right there. There you see him as they work down the back straightaway. New race leader, but can he come back around here to lead? Jocelyn and Gilly going to hook up and go 1 and 2. They're going to leapfrog over Chris Downing. Downing's had the best car. Oh, one of them. That's going to be Parrott. Hits the apron a little bit and then up the speedway he went. Out of 4 to the tri-oval they come. It will be Adam Jocelyn leading this lap here. Lap number 39 of the Yankee Communications going to Adam Jocelyn. On board the race leader, you heard him had to get out of the throttle. Really gonna get right there. There they come down the back straightaway. One of them gonna jump back to the outside. That is gonna be Downing. He's going to go to the outside. Parrott and Burgess going to all go with him. One of them into the outside wall. Bryson Parrott going to go up and scrape the wall with the 949. Back to the front, though. Tyler Jalbert going to go to the race lead here tonight in that 04 entry. Not his first time leading this race. Got a 10-car front little draft pack here. To find the 11th position, this is Chris York. Driver of that 51. Driver out of Turner, Maine. The Central Maine Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Sponsored entry on a Wednesday evening. Right now, York is back here running 11th. There you see that number 71. That is Alex Moore, the driver out of Oxford, Maine, the A&D construction entry. He is a couple laps down, running into the 25th position. Out front, you still see the battle. Driver out of Auburn, Maine. Maine Mobile Truck Service, Tyler Jalbert. In that 04, getting passed up. The Caesar Wild to the outside. Chris and Corey link up. They go back around to the point, and man, Jalbert didn't like it. He thought about going to the outside, trying to get his 04 back around, but had to come back in line. Didn't have the run there with Gilly. Looks like Alan Grass had a little bit of issues there. He has crashed. So right now, Alan Grass fans, he is down on pit road. Watch the front cars. They have all gone single file. Right now it's Downing, Berber, and Jalbert, your top 3 drivers. 20 cars are left on the lead lap and running back here in that position. That's position number 20. And it's Earl Conley back here, the number 41. He was involved Mario's still out here on the lead lap, but I'm looking at his mile per hour, and it's 20 miles per hour slower. And, well, when you see the damage of that car, race fans, you can tell why. No nose piece, no hood. Gonna make it a little slower than these cars that are all lined up in a single file line. Only one of them out of the line, and that's Tyler. He'll duck back in line, third position. This is the other pack of cars that's packed up, running about 15 seconds behind your race leader. Kingston, and that number 14 has some damage. There's York to the outside. Looks like Cookson's a little bit farther back. He's running with Matthew Bourgogne. Ricker and Dyer are right there also. These drivers all sitting 20 seconds behind the race leaders. There's the race leaders as they work down the back straightaway. 5 laps away from the halfway point home here tonight. So with just 5 laps away from halfway, we've had 4 caution flags here at the Daytona International Speedway here tonight for the Yankee Communications 250, presented tonight by the Maine Sim Racing Series. Who will be the race leader at the halfway point? Will it be Downing? Will it be Barber? What about Jalbert? Gilly's been fast. Jocelyn pushed his way to the front, and now he is just sitting there in 5th. Chris Burgess is also right there with Jordan Harnish. Will he be able to come up here from the 7th position? The draft will matter here tonight at the Daytona International Speedway. We will find out. Closing in 4 laps away from halfway as they all jockey down the back straightaway. Get around the slower car down to the inside lane there. That is the Kyle Mooney entry. This front group of cars, that 04 of Jalbert. He would really just like somebody to step to the outside. Right now, he is staying in line. That 7th position car, that is the driver of the number 70 of Ben Burgess right now. He is just running there. You see the Fury, number 70, sponsored entry. He has moved up 25 positions. That's a whole lot of hustling and shuffling here. 93 now of Gilly going to get hung to the outside. Complete this lap, it'll be 47 in the books. Downing still continuing to lead this race. These drivers haven't found a home that they would like to stay in line in anyway. Looks like Cookson and Burgoyne have elected just to run nose to tail. They don't really have a sense of let's go and get it right now. There is also Ricker. They have lost Nick Dyer. That DoorDash entry is dashing backwards. He still, I believe, should have the draft. Yeah, you can see that Camry pull back up. But you got to take notice to the damage that's on Nick's machine. Let's see if we can get that looking back camera that we had a little bit earlier. There you see it, right off the back here of Ricker's machine. You see that nose damage. That is going to hurt that Toyota. If he stays in line, it shouldn't be too bad, but I don't believe he's going to be pushing any machines here tonight to victory lane, or pulling any. He could be pushing them, that is for sure. Race leaders. One driver did come to pit road. That was the number 70. Actually, he didn't. He ducked like he was coming to pit road, and he flung it back out onto the speedway. That was Ben Burgess. As you see him going back around the number 92 of Kyle Mooney. Mooney's still out there, but he's being shown 25th currently. And that would be 11 laps down to the race leader. That just came across the line. Next time by is the official halfway home marker. Can the number 51, Chris Downing, lead at halfway? What does the driver out of Windham, Maine, have to say about that, though? That's the 112. Is he going to whip out a little bit of that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as they work down the back straightaway? So far, your biggest mover of the race is going to be Chris Burgess in the number 47, but leading at the halfway home here tonight, this is your Blanchard's Towing halfway leader of Chris Downing. Downing leading at the halfway point home. There's your biggest mover of the race, the unsponsored number 47. Chris Burgess currently running there in 6th. Still a lot of positions he could go up and gain. Biggest mover of this race is Ben Burgess right now in that number 70. He's up 9th, 26 positions. And I'm looking at it, and the biggest drop in the bucket, unfortunately, here tonight, I believe, if I'm reading it right, yep, it's Kyle Mooney. Unfortunate night for him. The Mooney Live Bates entry, number 92, being scored 24th now. So Downing leading us down the back straight. Oh, big wiggle there that time. Jalbert went down, touched the inside apron. He went below the yellow line, could not advance his position, and when he let the car ride, it rode back up the speedway, and also looks like Gilly went along with him for a little while before he went back down. Looks like Ashton Burgess right now having some off-roading problems. There you see the driver of that 43. He has gone off track. He's come back now onto the speedway. Well, let's see if we can find out what happened. There you see the 51 coming up. That is Chris York. The driver out of Turner, Maine. Getting into the back of the 43. Ashton he is able to survive. If that was at the real Daytona International Speedway today, he may have had some issues as they had rain all morning long. The greatest thing about the iRacing.com platform, no rain in the forecast here. It is sunny as can be here at Daytona. It is a cool 84 degrees right now. Track temperature tonight. Nobody's cooler than right now Chris Downing. He's as cool as a cucumber. The BW1 Sports entry leading the way. He has led the most laps here tonight. If he leads another 7 laps, yep, count this one in the books and then give him another 7 more, he will officially be scored tonight as leading the most laps here in your Yankee Communications 250 from the Daytona International Speedway here tonight, presented by the Maine Sim Racing Series. Kyle Mooney coming to pit road. There you see him. He's down on pit road currently. Parrott also coming to pit road. Some maybe green flag pit stops are coming our way here. Last time your race leaders were down on pit road, it was lap number 35. Looks like Kenston actually came down on lap number 17, so he's really been able to stretch his fuel here tonight. Everybody was riding around here at Daytona, just over the halfway point home. They know it's a very long race here yet. Nobody can win it, well, without making it to the end. Race fans, while we have this time, as we're just over the halfway point, we got to thank you all for tuning in here tonight to watch this race here at the Daytona International Speedway, the virtual Daytona International Speedway. If it is your first time tuning in with us on the Turn 3 Racing Network, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, get a notification anytime we go live, whether it's with the Maine Sim Racing Series, which do race right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network on Wednesday evenings, or whether it's one of our other series, that race here at the Daytona International Speedway, the Talladega Super Speedway, or what about dirt? Are you a dirt racing fan? Not sure if there's a lot of dirt tracks up in the Maine area, but down here in Pennsylvania, New York, Ohio, it is Dirt Racing Central. We have that here on the Dirt 3 Racing Network for you also. So tune in 7 nights a week to catch the racing action that you race fans like here on the virtual side of things. We never have a rain out. Never have a rain delay. We have technical difficulty delays sometimes. That I have seen with servers popping up late. Nothing popping up late right now. These drivers are all early to the front of the field. Starting to close in on a couple of cars towards the back of this pack. Matthew McGoyne still out here. It looks like now Cookson has elected to go behind the driver of that number 3. These drivers are all currently sitting back here in the 7th and 8th position. Oh, one of them off the track. There's the 04 entry. Tyler Jalbert has gone around. He's trying to get his Yingling entry back up and going. Looks like his Toyota is slow. One of them down to the inside there also. That is Dan DeSanto. So that's a tough break for the 04 of Tyler Jalbert. He was towards the front of the field. Let's watch what happened. Oh, your two lap cars get involved with each other. Tyler just wrong place, wrong time. That's so unfortunate. You never want to see that. You see that lap car up into the outside wall. Looks like, don't know who that is without going up. I believe that was the 112 of Corey Burbar, also involved. There you see your two lap cars. That's the 05 Eric Emery and Dan DeSanto, all involved in that. So right now, there you see Matthew Burgoyne and Max Cookson getting around. The Cowboy from the north. There for Tyler Jalbert. All the way back to 13th now. Adam Jocelyn has taken over the race lead. He's got the Doige man behind him, Jordan Harnish. Under 40 to go, this time by at the line. And if they can go about 5 more laps here on fuel, they should be able to make it on just one more stop. Oh, the 51 down to the inside there. He's sideways. Looks like he should be able to stay down to the inside as all your race leaders do go ahead and get by. Including that 112. Corey is backing up. He does have some nose damage on that 112 entry now. Looks like Tyler Gilly also starting to lose those front 3 of Harnish, Jocelyn, and Downing. There's that 3-car breakaway we talked about. Everybody here tonight is officially spread out. There we see the DoorDash entry. We'll move to the outside. All your race leaders will head on by the inside. The driver of the 188 right now, Nick Dyer. Jocelyn come back across. He'll lead another one. Corey has really fallen off the pace. He's back here. He's trying to stay with that 112. They have fallen about a little over 2 seconds back behind Jocelyn and Harnish. Burgess, both of them right here. You see Chris and Ben. Both of them have lost that front group. Still plenty of time. As you see, it looks like this is Evan Roy right now, running 21st position. 7 laps down in that peak Ford. It looked very fast in the beginning of this race, and then getting wrapped up in that crash, and has just never been the same since. So it's going to be a full fuel load for all these drivers when they come down for their pit stops. And the way it's looking, who's going to blink first? Those are your top 3. When somebody jumps ship to come to pit road, do you come with them? Because we know the draft here at Daytona is so very important. Your front couple are not coming. Talked about this driver a little while ago, about him losing power. It's the driver out of Windham, Maine. Windham, Maine, I should say. It's the J.A. Simpson Coastal Road Repair. Strictly Roofing, T&L Racing, CNC Blocks Northeast. Corey has fallen back. 5 seconds back on the timing and scoring charts. Ever since he's got behind the number 93, though, of Gilly, he's been able to ride there. He's a better pusher right now with the front end of that car caved in. Still has a lot of ground to make up if they want to go catch that front 3 breakaway. Believe as long as they stay tucked up, they could be able to catch that draft and pull themselves back in. Number 43 of Burgess, I believe, having some issues here in the early stages of this one. There you see the driver of that 43. He's the one with the nose missing. Whole bunch of the Burgess drivers out here tonight. Ashton, though, being scored 18. Oh, one of them gonna lose it. That's the 60. Caleb Willett gonna lose it. Not gonna bring the caution out as every driver was able to miss that Monster Energy number 60 Chevy Camaro. But boy, was it close. Boy, was it close for him. There's your leaders. They're come across. It'll be 67 in the books, I believe. 67 is official number of laps. I would say, race fans, tonight's race is officially past that marker of no return if there were rain in the area. But, well, there is no rain in the area here tonight. Once again, we're racing here on the iRacing.com platform right now. Adam Jocelyn in the grid finder. Number 83 is out front. The Dogecoin of Jordan Harnish is right now running in that second position. And Chris Downing, who has not left the top 6 positions here all night long, running there in that third position. This group has started to fall back a little bit. That is Tyler Gilly, Corey Berber, Tapley, Chris Vargas, and Ben, all running there inside the top 8. Still Still sitting 20 seconds back. It's still Cookson, Burgoyne, and Ricker. John Kimball also, the 28 machine there in 12th. Where's your race leaders? Right there. That's what 20 seconds looks like. It's about a half a track. 69 laps complete. Still waiting for those race leaders to come to pit road. Tapley is coming to pit road. Actually, Tapley off the track. He has called it a night here at Daytona. Leaders getting around that 60 car of Willett. Caleb back there running 30th. Here comes your race leaders. It's time for them to come to pit road. This will be the final pit stop for all of them. Jocelyn going to take out that yellow commitment cone. You don't need no commitment cone. So he'll bring that gridfinder.com entry to pit road. Final stop tonight. Harnish back here in the Deutsch 02 machine. And Chris Downing. He's going to pit a little bit farther up. See who can win the battle right now. Race leader is the 112. Corey to the point. He has to make his pit stop, though, at some point. So now if your front three have come to pit road, do you waste any time or do you come right now? Because they are down and away. 14-second stop. And here comes the 70. So Ben Berg is going to come to pit road. He's going to bring Chris right along with him, the 47 and the 70. So that'll leave Corey out here mixing it up. He's got a couple of the lap cars with him, helping pull his number 112 entry. Oh, he's going to give a little bump there to the 949. It's going to send Parrott up the track. So Corey looking to try and get some help from these lap down machines. Oh, contact the 14 and the 949. Going to make a little, exchange a little paint. Everybody keeps on ticking. One of them having a little bit of connection issue. There's the two drivers that have already been to pit road. Harness and Downing. They've been to pit road. Not quite sure who the Gatorade entry is at this point. I forget. I believe that is the 025 entry of Eric Emery. Sitting there in the third car on the train. Corey's still having to come to pit road, and here he comes, but oh boy, he's coming all by himself. All by yourself is not how you want to come to pit road. You always want to come with some help, and Cookson is going to come down. Burgoyne, Kimball, Ricker. They all come to pit road, but boy, Corey is way out ahead of both those drivers, so have to see if he can work into the draft with them. Here comes the pending race leader. Chris Downing will take the race lead back. Looks like right now it's a two-car breakaway. And when I say breakaway, that's about a 10 and counting second breakaway for Chris Downing. Jordan Harnish. And then Corey. Well, let's see. Let's check back in with Corey. Where is Corey? There he is, coming back out onto the speedway. About 14 seconds behind your race leaders. And take a look at that camera shot. Nobody is around him. That is one of the loneliest feelings. Now here does come some cars. But when will they get there? That's the 60 of Willett. He's right there. That's the number 31 also here tonight of Scott Tapley. So they will catch your third place runner. They're not on the lead lap, but will they help the third place runner? They're going to both squirt to the outside, and they'll make their way around the high banks at Daytona. Corey is just going to slot himself in line there, see if he can get a tow from those two cars. He should be able to pick up that draft. Sean Kimball right now would be running into what currently would be the fourth position, but he has absolutely nobody around him. Ben Burgess right now is sitting back in fifth, and his number 70, and he's got a little bit of a lead right now, as right there is Cookson. Then is Burgoyne right there also. They're running 6th and 7th. They got a lot of ground to make up. 32 seconds to your race leaders. There's your race leaders down the back straightaway. Work around the 14 car right now. Kenston right there, currently running 14. Car 14 running position 14. "24 laps to go inside that 30 marker. That's what your race leader sees out in front of him. Looks like one car out in front of him, and I believe, if I'm looking at it right, that's going to be the 83 of Adam Jocelyn. And remember, at one point, Adam was leading this race. Now he's going to belt to go a lap down. That's because it was too fast entering pit road in the Grid Finder iRacing Lounge number 83. Penalized, too fast entering. That is a 53-second penalty. That's along with your 15-second stop. So Adam Jocelyn right now spending 1 minute and 20 seconds on pit road from commitment cone to commitment cone. And that's not what you want to see when you're battling for the race win. 23 laps to go, and your race leaders right now, Downing and Harnish, they don't have to worry. It's 21 seconds back to that second place driver, Corey Berber. He is back here running P number 3. There you see him pulling along the 31 of Tapley and the 60 of Willett. So it's all going to come down to strategy here at Daytona. Who has it? These are your closest drivers on the speedway to each other. It's Cookson, who's currently running in 5th. Burgoyne is right there in 6th. Ricker is 7th. And Ben Burgess right now is running in the 8th position. So 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, all right now the closest drivers other than your two race leaders. Sean Kimball has picked up, it looks like, the number 80, or the 93 of Gilly. Gilly is being shown 12th, 1 lap down. It'll be 20 laps to go next time by for Chris Downing. I believe right now, if you're Jordan Harnish, you're just kind of sitting here biding your time. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't need to pull out. You don't have to try and get a run on him right now. Maybe learn something. Give him a little push down the back straightaway like you are and send him off into the corner. Laps to go that time by. Downing still controlling this one. Looks like Kimball is being caught by Cookson. Cookson has that draft, of course, by Burgoyne. Cookson taking over P number 4. Does he have enough time, though, to pick up 32 seconds? As those 3 cars, now Kimball gonna slot himself into running in the 6th position. Ricker looks like he left a little bit of a groove. Now it looks like Cookson's going to swing high there for a second. It looked like he was going to allow Burgoyne to get around. Maybe they were going to swap dancing partners to see if one of the other drivers could lead the group, but they actually lost about a second and a half off that exchange of Cookson going up the speedway. $18 to go, and now your race leaders are coming up on a couple of the damaged and wounded machines. As you see, they have switched. Harnish now at the point. See if we can pick our way through some of this lap traffic. Looks like everybody is, for the most part, going to the top side of the speedway. Look like that's the 43. Ashton will stay down the bottom side of the speedway. Your top 2 will work to the outside. Ashton having himself a very hard night. Burgess is the driver of that 43. Now it looks like the 83 has been hung to the outside. That's Jocelyn. There's a 47. He'll pull down. It looked like he was going to pull down to the inside, but he's going to just take that draft and ride with it. That is the 47 of Chris Burgess. That's the driver of the 47 here tonight. Riding around in the 9th position. He's moved up a good amount of cars tonight he has passed, and it's being shown as 24 positions net gain. If he can get around Adam, who's working on the outside of him, that'll be another one. That would be 24 spots gained. So that's passing over half this field here tonight. 36 drivers did enter into tonight, and 36 drivers did take the green flag. Currently, looking at it, it looks like about 24 drivers are still out there, so a handful of retirees tonight. So you kind of have 2 different battles right here. Harnish and Downing leading this group. They're P1, P2. Then you have that 83 of Johnson, who inserts himself right there in between your 2 leaders and that 47. Jocelyn is running in the 9th position, and Chris in his 47. Burgess is running in 10th. So, I mean, that's a top 10 battle right now. They don't want to fall back into Tapley's area. Still got this group of cars. We're starting to work upon this group of cars. You can find Boomer also in here. That's Corey in the 112. As race fans throw the monkey wrench into it. Evan Roy in the 13 entry has gone around. That'll bring the caution flag out here tonight, and get ready for a good old-fashioned shootout here at Daytona. Let's take the look. Not quite sure what happened to Evan Roy here. Rolls out from pit road. All right. So as we work this caution flag here at Daytona for the Yankee Communications 250 tonight for the Maine Sim Racing Series. We're going to take a quick commercial break here, catch our breath, and we'll be back here to bring you the closing laps here at the Daytona International Speedway. Welcome back here, race fans, to the Daytona International Speedway for the Yankee Communications 250 under caution flag here. And boy, race fans, you wanted an exciting race? Well, you got an exciting race here tonight. These drivers are fighting for a victory. Well, and we talk about how it's 250 miles here tonight, something we have pretty much skipped over for all you race fans. It is also $250 to win here tonight at the Daytona International Speedway. As the iRacing pace car comes in, who is going to go into victory lane and be 250 richer? We'll have 11 laps to decide it. It's a whole new ball game now. A lot of new players towards the front. Varnish Downing still won it too, but now they got Kimball and Cookson. Kimball down to the inside. Cookson gonna come to the high side. He'll take P2. Kimball now dropping like a rock through the field. There you see it. Here comes Max Cookson. Looking to the outside. He's got Ricker to the outside, but he's not quite there to help him. It'll be a race down the back straightaway. Now it's 2x2 for your race lead. Boys coin to the inside there for Harness. The unsponsored number 39 of Cookson to the outside. 10 laps. It'll be the double high five at the flag stand. 10 laps to go. And it's Cookson going to the point in Daytona. He'll slam the door. That was the 46 or the 51, depending if you're watching the timing and scoring or looking at the door numbers on the cars here tonight. Here comes that number 112 working back to the outside. Can he have something to say about this before the end of the night? Boober, caution flag is out. Caution flag number 6 has flown inside 10 laps to go. Trying to get a fixture on where the caution flag came from here to bring out caution flag number 6 with just 10 laps to go. Looks like the 03. I'm being told the number 9. 03 on the scoring, 9 on the side. The Mountain Dew entry has gone around. Travis Poland has gone around here. Let's take the look back. There you see the 20. Oh, that's what we were talking about. The unfortunate blinking connection for some of these drivers. It just doesn't work when we come here to the Daytona International Speedway, and it's exactly what just happened. So Travis is going to have to head to pit road here. His night is going to end up in smoke. But, man, it's this man, Max Cookson, out front. Max Cookson picking up the iRacing Ignite Series back in 2019. $10,000 from in a racing scholarship as he went to victory lane at the Martinsville Speedway. Also was able to get a test with the Canadians' best race team and Legends car. That's where he was able to test down at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. If you're not familiar with Cookson, he runs a lot here on the iRacing.com platform. Has a lot of championships to his name. Also racing up there in the Pass Mod Series. Raced at the Oxford 250 this past season. I believe that was him and I believe the other gentleman, what is it, Ryan Kuhn, I believe it was? Went up there and battled it out. So it'll be a little bit of a shootout here. We're catching our breath once again, and we'll be back here with the mainly ductless heating and air Maine Sim Racing Series, tonight presented by Yankee Communications.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
And welcome back here to the Daytona International Speedway. Race fans, working our sixth caution flag of the night inside 10 laps to go. $250 on the line, and it's the iRacing Ignite champion of Cookson, who is currently sitting P number 1 when we get ready to go back green flag racing. It'll be 6 laps to go here in this one. Who is gonna win? Harness is right there. Boober is right there. Ricker, Kimball, Jocelyn back onto the lead lap, and we know he had a fast number 83 entry. Will we see him be able to come back up and possibly win this one? Also, Matthew Burgoyne is right there in the number 3. Burgoyne and Cookson working together a lot here tonight, along with Kimball and Ricker. All those drivers at one point were 33 seconds behind the lead pack. Harnish and Downing really had themselves a solid lead, and it looked like, as we came to get 10 to go, it was going to be a race between those two to decide $250 here tonight. Well, throw the monkey wrench in that. Cookson says, well, I figured something like this was going to happen. But the green flag back into the air. 6 laps to go here at Daytona. A great start by that inside duo there of Cookson and Harnish. That outside lane did not quite get going. Downing right now is the only driver to the outside, and they are all going underneath him right now. Burgoyne will be taking a peek as now he's going to get some help to the outside. Here comes Boomer to the outside. Ricker goes down to the bottom. He's going to follow the 3. He's followed them all night long. Why switch it up if it's working? 5 laps to go when they come out of turn 4 this time by everybody. You saw the car start to step out there. That was the night of Ricker. His rear end started to slide. He was able to catch it. High five from the flagman. 5 laps to go. 5 more times around this big 2.5 mile speedway tonight. You want to be the first one to cross the line for $250, or do you want to be the second one for $25? $15 on the line for third. The pole award here tonight did pick up 25. Most laps led, well, that was, if I remember right, Chris Downing, so he'll pick up a couple bucks for into his pocket. And the hard charger tonight also going to get $15 in their name. But all that will be decided in just 4 laps. 4 laps as Cookson comes across the stripe. He'll lead it again. Downing now getting a great run. Corey's working with him on the outside. He's had damage on that machine, and now he has come to dance. We don't think he'll be able to lead the pack, but he'll definitely be able to push it. Now look at the 28 of Kimball. Kimball's right there in the Coors machine. They all split apart, 3 wide. Here comes Jocelyn through the middle. He's going to get to the middle of that number 28, and Kimball going to slide back in line. He's just got to be able to make it back around. It'll be 3 laps to go. We're going back here, too. Now he's going to work to the outside. Uber's going to be the one leading the outside lane. Can he pull a lane? We know he can push, but can he pull? It is Downing right now that is leading this field. Cookson taking a peek to the inside. Downing going to throw a little block down the back straightaway. They're going to wreck him. They're wrecking down the back straightaway. Kimball to the inside. He's going to smack the wall. Corey also hard contact down there. We stay green. So Ricker, Wooer, Kimball all down to the inside wall. They are out of this. Caution flag going to come out. Caution flag with 2 laps to go. We will head to overtime here at What a night it could have been for Corey in this 112. It's not over yet, race fans, but let's take the look back. What happened? See, Corey's trying to come back up onto the speedway. Let's see if something happens here. It looks like he gets that 112 rolling. Not sure where the yellow flag came from here, as all the cars were able to keep rolling here tonight. There you see the 28 of Sean Kimball. He was able to come back out, but his car looks like it's not going to be very competitive anymore. Well, caution flag comes out, we know that, and that means they're going to bunch him back up. Tonight here in the Yankee Communications 250, you're watching the Maine Sim Racing Series. One thing we did not check before coming into tonight's race was how many green-white checkers we do have here. But what we can tell you is either way, race fans, we're going to be right here with you till the end of this one. It is all about you race fans that are tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. My name is Roger Muth. I'll be right alongside you here for the remainder of this one, as we have been for, well, the last 100 laps. That's right. This would be the 100th lap to finish this one off, but we will head to overtime. There's nothing wrong with a little extra racing, race fans, right? We don't see nothing wrong with a little extra innings. Everybody loves going to the ball game and watching them slug it out at the end. Overtime, maybe a shootout. Well, this will be overtime. This will be a slugfest, and this will be a shootout to win. Remember what's all on the line here tonight. $250. Think about that for a minute, race fans. $250. What would you do for $250? I'd ask what you would do for a Klondike bar, but I see a couple guys out there. Josh Buckley tuning in here tonight. I know what he would do. And Rob's, of course, tuning in. I know what he would do for a Klondike bar. And let's just say we got to keep it PG-13 for all of our viewers out there tonight, because Dad's out here trying to win $250. You know what $250 could buy you? A lot of video games, kids. A lot of video games. Or, well, maybe one of those new Max Pappas wheels for the real race car. Either way, that racing pace car lights go out. Cookson, Harness, Downing, Jocelyn, Burgoyne. Your top 5 drivers. Couple drivers tagging the rear of the field here. It looks like we should have about 10 drivers on the lead lap. That's all you ask for. To be on the lead lap and still running on the white flag. That could mean you have a chance. Remember, after this one, race fans, to head on over to mainly ductless heating and air. Get your quote today on a new system. Call them at 857-526-5443. Get your heating system and air conditioning system up to snuff today. And of course, our friends over at Yankee Communications, along with Blanchard's Towing, sponsoring tonight's race. How about we get this iRacing pace car off the track? There it is, left-hand turn. iRacing pace car down and away, and here we go. 2 laps to go, race fans. One of them spinning into the infield grass, or stay green for the time being. Cookson will lead us into turn number 1. He'll have 6 more corners to see if he can do it. Here comes the Doige man. Jordan Harnish to the outside. He's got Adam Jocelyn right behind him. See him down the back straightaway. A huge push by Downing. That's going to give them the race lead back. Here comes Matthew Burgoyne. He's bobbing and weaving off that inside. Out of turn 4 they come. There's the 60 also in that picture. It'll be the white flag presented by Blanchard's Towing. 1 lap to go. Under 2.5 miles of racing to go. $250. Doorbag Burgoyne. Gonna go up the track. He'll get a little piece of Harnish. Final time down the back straightaway. Oh, here comes the 51. Downing trying to make a move. Not gonna be able to get some help to the outside. He's gonna get bumped up. Cookson leads us into 3. Will he lead out of 4? Burgoyne gonna go around. Big crash. Big crash in turn number 4. Stay with it right here for the race win, though. $250 on the line. Cookson Harnish. It'll be Cookson winning here at Daytona. Cookson wins the $250. Jordan Harnish gonna finish P number 2. What about Sean Kimball? No front end on the course, number 28. He will finish P number 3. Adam Jocelyn will finish 4th here tonight. Big Ben finishing in the 5th position. Ricker is 6th. Chris finishes the 47 off in 7th tonight. 8th to go to Tapley. Boober going to finish 9th. Matthew Burgoyne rounds out the top 10. Unofficial results on the left-hand side of the screen, race fans, but that is your race winner. The 39, there's the 60, a little celebration. Cookson just going to slam her into the infield grass. He is your winner here tonight of the Yankee Communications 250. So as he celebrates a little bit, race fans, we're step away here in just a couple of seconds. We'll see if we can get some interviews here tonight, because that man that you see on screen, 250 Klondike bars he is going to have. Jordan Harnish picks up 25, and 15 goes to Kimball. We'll also have a biggest mover of the race. We'll have to figure out who that was here tonight. But we'll be back here at Daytona after this.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here, race fans, tonight to the Daytona International Speedway for the Yankee Communication 250. 100 laps was not enough tonight to determine a winner, so we had to go into overtime. Added 3 extra laps to the end of this one, and Max Cookson was able to hold off the strong charger of Jordan Harnish. So they finished 1 and 2 here tonight, but let's start tonight's post-race show off with the driver who will finish in P number 3. Let's go down track side and catch up with Sean Kimball. Sean, tonight you picked up 29 positions to finish P number 3. Congratulations on a podium spot here. What did you need to go up in battle, though, with those top 2 to pick up a win?
Well, to battle with those guys, all I really needed was some track position. I played the patient game and rode in the back most of the race and didn't really have any damage till right at the end there, and the crew was able to fix the damage I got right before the last caution, and I think I was just as fast as everybody else, just to have some track position there to make anything happen.
A lot of this race, we saw you hang out back. At one point, you were over 30 seconds behind the lead pack. That late race caution really helped you and this whole crew. You were back there working with Cookson, and it looked like Ricker was back there, and I believe Burgoyne was also. Was it a plan by the 4 of you to hang out together, or just in the early stages did it just pan out that way?
It wasn't a plan with me and those 3 guys, but those guys I think are teammates or close to it, so I think they had that worked out, and it just worked out that I needed someone to draft with because I was a little bit too patient on that restart before the long green flag run, and I didn't have anybody without any damage to run with, so they eventually caught me, and I just snuck onto the back of the train there.
Well, it's not a bad group of cars to have to work in with here tonight at Daytona. As you finished up front, they all had a chance and finished up front here tonight. But Sean, tonight, finishing 3rd on the podium, it looks like that is a solid payday of, $15 headed your way. Are you going to buy a lot of Klondike bars with it?
Probably buy some beer for the Daytona 500 tomorrow, to be honest with you. And before I go here, I just want to thank everybody for coming tonight, and thank all the sponsors, of course. Yankee Communications, mainly Ductless Heating and Air, Blanchard's Towing. They all contributed some money to make this race happen, and I'd like to thank those guys very much for that.
Well, there you heard it from the 3rd place winner. He's going to go buy some beer to watch the Daytona 500 just tomorrow night. Congratulations once again to Sean Kimball. He'll pick up P number 3 here tonight, moving up 29 positions. The driver who finishes in the runner-up spot, he picked up 18 positions. It's the driver of that 0-2 tonight, and that is Jordan Harnish. He did not want to see that late race yellow, as him and the whole Loud Pedal Motorsports group had their perfect strategy played out for that Dogecoin machine. Tonight, though, it is going to be good enough to follow Cookson across the start-finish line. P number 2 and 25 solid dollars, and that big old check going to Jordan Harnish. So congratulations to Jordan as he finishes 2nd. Now, finishing 1st here tonight, race fans, you've been waiting for this one. It is the driver of the number 39 of Cookson. Max, you win here tonight, but it was not an easy one. You started from pit road. I'm going to guess strategy right there off the start.
Yeah, me, Matthew Burgoyne, and Jason Ricker kind of had a plan to really just to survive there to the end, and then we did that all race, just kept dropping in the back, keeping all 3 of our cars clean, and then it was like 20-ish to go, and we got that yellow that we needed, and we all had clean cars, and some of the only clean ones left, and was able to just hold on to the end of it.
Yeah, you talk about holding on, and when we talk about Daytona, and especially this configuration of Daytona, it is very hard, especially with these cars. They move around a lot.
Yeah, the setup here was all over the racetrack, so it was tough at times and difficult if you were trying to move around grooves, but didn't really have to do a lot of racing besides the last 20-ish laps, and was able to have a clean car, and when we got to the lead quick.
Were you worried on this final restart, though? You had some hungry drivers back there that really wanted to take a piece out of this one.
I was a little concerned, but the bottom really went there on the restart, and then they ended up wrecking behind us. So it was just me and Jordan there down the end, and he threw a move, and I was able to block it and cross the line first.
Well, you crossed the line first. Now, Max, we know you have a lot of people out there you got to thank. So $250. Are you going to throw a Daytona party now?
It'll probably buy me some race car parts, but I just got to thank Rusty Bell of Yankee, Mike Harnish of mainly Duckless Heating, Chris Blanchard's towing, Sean for putting this deal on, and you guys for broadcasting. And another thanks to Jason and Matt.
Well, there you hear it from your winner tonight. Max Cookson shows these drivers at the Daytona International Speedway how to battle and how to get it done. He came across the line P number 1, and, well, you heard it. He's going to go spend that money on some race car parts. So congratulations to Cookson and that whole gang here. Let's take a quick look here at our finishing order. Let's see if we can find where your favorite driver is going to finish. These are your results here tonight at the Daytona International Speedway for the Yankee Communications 250. There you heard from Cookson. We didn't get to talk to our second place finisher here tonight of Jordan Harnish, but congratulations to him. Sean Kimball, you heard from him, and I believe as I'm looking through our stats here tonight, the driver that is going to pick up the $15 biggest mover of the race, and it's going to be the driver of the number 70. You see him finishing there in that 5th position. That is Ben Burgess in the number 70. So congratulations to him also. So take a look through that running order, race fans. It was a long one here at Daytona. When you come to the Daytona International Speedway, you know it's always going to be one of those races, and it proved the beginning of the race, caution flags. The end of the race, a couple of the caution flags, but you know why? Well, it's because everybody wanted to get that $250 at the end of this one, and I don't blame them. It's go time when it comes down to that little of laps left on the ticker, and, well, Cookson played it better than anybody. So he goes to victory lane here tonight. But we got to thank everybody behind the scenes here with the Maine Sim Racing Series. Of course, Yankee Communications coming on board here to be the title sponsor of this race. We got to thank all our friends over at mainly Duckless Heating and Air. And, of course, Blanchard's Towing. Always on your side when you need them. Race fans, for everybody, though, at the Maine Sim Racers, we will have them back on Wednesday night. Al Smith will be behind the microphone then. The great Al Smith, that is. And he'll bring you that short track racing action that you all love with the Maine Sim Racing Series. So for everybody at the Maine Sim Racing Series, my name's Roger Muth here with the Door 3 Racing Network. We hope you enjoyed this program as Max Cookson goes to victory lane. And until we see you next time at the races, race fans, everybody stay safe.